The camera zooms in on a rain-soaked sidewalk at night. A woman, 8 months pregnant, kneels in the glow of a street lamp, clutching a cardboard sign that reads, "Please help me feed my baby." Her coat is too thin for winter, her cheeks streaked with tears and rain. People hurry past, eyes down. Then a sleek black Mercedes slows to a stop. The driver's door opens, and a man in an expensive wool coat steps out, umbrella in hand. He freezes. The woman on the ground looks up, and their eyes lock. He whispers one word, "Sarah." Her face hardens. She turns away. And in that single moment, the millionaire's heart shatters into a million pieces, louder than the rain. If that already broke something inside you, smash the like button right now and subscribe with notifications on, because this story is going to wreck you in the best way possible. Let's dive in. Alexander Voss was 32, handsome in that careless way only money can buy, and the youngest self-made real estate tycoon in the city. Everyone knew his name. Forbes had already put him on the 30 under 30 list twice. He lived in a penthouse that looked like it belonged in a movie, threw parties where champagne flowed like water, and dated models who smiled perfectly for the cameras. Then he met Sarah. Sarah was different. She was a pediatric nurse who worked 12-hour shifts and still found time to volunteer at the children's hospital on weekends. She laughed with her whole body, believed in people even when they didn't deserve it, and had the kindest eyes Alex had ever seen. For the first time in his life, he felt something deeper than ambition. He told her things he'd never told anyone, how his mother abandoned him at 10, how he built his empire so no one could ever leave him broke and powerless again. Sarah listened, held him, and made him believe love could be safe. 6 months later she was pregnant. Alex panicked. Not because he didn't love her, he did, desperately, but because a baby meant forever. Forever meant vulnerability. Forever meant someone could hurt him again. When Sarah sat him down on their little second-hand couch, glowing with joy, and said, "We're having a family," Alex heard chains. He saw his freedom disappearing, his image tarnished by diapers and midnight feedings. That night he packed a single bag, left an envelope with $50,000 on the kitchen counter, and wrote a note that took him 20 minutes and still only said, "I'm sorry. I can't do this. The money will take care of you. Don't look for me." He blocked her number, changed his own, and convinced himself she'd be fine. Nurses made decent money. 50 grand was generous. He was doing her a favor, really. He threw himself into work, bought a new yacht, dated a pop singer for 3 weeks, and never spoke Sarah's name again. Sarah, meanwhile, lost everything. She couldn't work past the 7th month, her blood pressure spiked, the doctor put her on bed rest. Her savings drained in weeks. The landlord evicted her when she fell behind on rent. Pride kept her from calling her estranged parents. She couch-surfed with coworkers until she wore out every welcome. At 8 months pregnant, with winter biting the city, she found herself on the street with nothing but a duffel bag and a tiny onesie she'd bought the week Alex left. That's how she ended up on that corner, the one right outside the new luxury tower Alex had just finished, his crowning achievement, 60 stories of glass and ego. She didn't know it was his building. She just knew the foot traffic was heavy and people here had money to spare. Alex hadn't planned to drive past that night. He was on his way to a gala where he was being honored as Philanthropist of the Year, an award he'd bought with a 7-figure donation. But traffic rerouted him down that exact street, and the universe, cruel and poetic, put her in his headlights. He recognized her instantly. Even soaked, even broken, she was still the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. And she was begging. Because of him. He stumbled out of the car like a drunk man. The rain hammered his $10,000 suit. "Sarah," he choked again. She looked up slowly. Recognition hit her like a slap. For a second her face crumpled, then it turned to stone. "Go away, Alex." "Sarah, please," he reached for her, but she jerked back so hard she almost fell. "Don't touch me." Her voice cracked. "You threw me away like garbage. You left me. You left us." She pressed a protective hand over her belly. Alex's knees buckled. He dropped the umbrella and sank to the wet pavement in front of her, not caring that cameras from passing phones were already recording. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I was terrified. I thought money was enough. I thought. God, I was so stupid. Look at you. Look what I did to you." Sarah laughed, bitter and hollow. "You think sorry fixes this? I slept in a shelter last night. They only had one bed left, and I gave it to a 16-year-old girl who was scared. I sat in the hallway all night so she wouldn't be alone. That's what love looks like, Alex. Not an envelope on a counter. Every word was a knife. He deserved every twist." A small crowd had gathered now, umbrellas blooming like black flowers. Someone recognized him. "Wait, isn't that Alexander Voss? The billionaire?" Alex didn't care. He was sobbing openly, something he hadn't done since he was 10 years old. "I'll fix it," he said. "Anything. Everything. Just please don't hate me. I can't breathe knowing you hate me." Sarah stared at him for a long time. The rain kept falling. Finally she said, voice barely above the storm, "I don't hate you, Alex. I'm just done begging. I'm done needing you." She struggled to her feet, heavy with child, and started to walk away. Alex lunged forward and caught her hand. "Wait. Please. Let me help. Not because I think it erases what I did, because it doesn't. But because it's right. Because she deserves better than this." He looked at her belly. "What's her name?" Sarah's lip trembled. "Hope," she whispered. "I named her Hope because even after you, I still believed in it." That was the moment something inside Alex died and something new was born. He stood up slowly. "Hope," he repeated, like a prayer. He turned to the crowd. "Everyone here, listen to me." His voice carried the authority that built skyscrapers. "This woman is going to have the best medical care in the country tonight. She's going to live in the safest, warmest place I can give her. And every single day for the rest of my life, I'm going to earn the right to be in her daughter's world. Not because I'm rich, but because I'm going to become the man she thought I was when she loved me." He looked back at Sarah. "You don't have to forgive me tonight. You don't ever have to forgive me. But please, let me carry you out of this rain." Sarah studied his face, searching for the lie. She didn't find it. Exhaustion won. She nodded once. Alex scooped her up as gently as if she were made of glass and carried her to the car. The crowd parted like the Red Sea. Someone started clapping. Then someone else. By the time he placed her in the warm leather seat, the entire block was applauding, crying, filming, cheering for the broken millionaire and the unbreakable woman who destroyed him with nothing but the truth. That night, Alex did everything he promised and more. He moved Sarah into the penthouse he once partied in alone. He fired his PR team when they tried to spin the story. Instead he went live on every platform and told the truth, raw and ugly, taking full responsibility. Donations poured in for homeless pregnant women. He matched every dollar personally and started a foundation in Hope's name. Sarah gave birth 2 weeks later to a perfect little girl with her mother's eyes and, Alex swore, his smile. He was in the delivery room, holding Sarah's hand, crying harder than she was. When the nurse asked if he wanted to cut the cord, Sarah looked at him and said, "He's earned it." Recovery was slow. Trust is a longer road than redemption. Sarah made Alex sleep in the guest room for months. He attended every therapy session, individual and couples. He sold the yacht, the sports cars, the private jet. He showed up every single day with coffee exactly how she liked it and never missed a 3 a.m. feeding, even when Sarah told him to go back to bed. 1 year later, on Hope's first birthday, Sarah found Alex in the nursery at dawn, rocking their daughter and whispering, "I'm never leaving you. Never ever. Daddy's here forever." Sarah leaned against the doorframe and felt her heart stitch itself back together. She walked in, wrapped her arms around them both, and said, "I know. I believe you now." Alex looked up, tears shining. "Marry me," he said. "Not because I deserve you, but because I can't live without being yours completely." Sarah smiled, the same radiant smile that once made him believe in love. "Yes," she said. "But only if you promise to keep choosing us every single day." "I already have," he whispered. "Every day since the rain." And somewhere out there, on a street corner that no longer holds beggars because of the shelter Alex built, a new sign hangs. Hope lives here. If this story moved you even half as much as it moved me telling it, do me a favor, hit that like button so hard it echoes. Subscribe and ring the bell because I drop new stories like this every single week, stories about real love, real mistakes, and real redemption. Drop a comment and tell me, have you ever been given a second chance you didn't deserve? Or given one to someone else? I read every single one. Until next time, never forget, sometimes the moment your heart breaks is the moment it finally learns how to love the right way. See you in the next one.